Hey friends, I want to give you a couple tips on how to preserve some of your privacy. We've had some calls recently when we get people calling in, scheduling appointments, whatever. They're coming into our network. We get their name, a phone number, and an email. So we can keep in touch with them. If they've scheduled an appointment, we send them appointment reminders, phone numbers so we can call them. So all things that are needed so that we can provide the services that we provide. And some people, understandably, are a little bit worried about providing their email address or their phone number. They want to know what we're going to use it for. Is it going to be sold to other people and, passed around the internet? And it's not for us, but we understand that many companies do that. And so it's good to protect that email, phone number, that personal information. So what I do when I don't want to give people my regular phone number or my regular email address, I have a couple of strategies that I use. And it's not like, amazing strategies that are going to keep people from ever finding you on the internet. If that's your goal, then this isn't enough. But this is a way to keep your email address and your phone number from being used and abused by marketers. So a couple things. One, I have like 5 email addresses right now. Is that right, Shreya?
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
I got my work one, I got my personal one, and then I got one that's like a junk one, right? And it kind of filters up with importance depending on who gets what. But then for ones that I really don't want to give someone my email address, I use a service called Abine, abine.com. Blur, I'll post a link to it down below. But it's a service I use. It lets me make up a unique email address for any account that I'm creating. And then if people send that emails to that address, it gets forwarded to my personal email. You can go into the little portal that they offer, and you can turn those on and off. So you don't have to unsubscribe from lists. You can just shut it off, and then you'll never get another email forwarded from that account again. You could do the same thing with a cell phone. I, for years now, have used a service like, they're usually like Burner app or Second Line, Free Text. There's a whole bunch of them. You just go into the app store and Google or search for Second Phone Line, Burner Line, something like that. And it's the same thing. You can create phone numbers that you use to give to companies or whoever. Maybe put it on that Tinder profile of yours. I don't know. But the services vary. You could have just one. You could have multiple ones. You can change it every month, whatever. But basically calls to those numbers, text messages, all get routed in there. You can manage them, block them. So that's an easy way that you can provide an email address and phone number to someone without, sounding kind of suspect when you're like, ooh, I don't know if I want to give you my personal information, because honestly, some people might wonder why or what you're hiding. So that's a couple tips that you can take to protect your real phone number and email address from spammy stuff. What do you think? Do you use one of these services? Maybe post a comment below. What's your favorite one?